The building was constructed between April 1923 and September of 1923. 5 months. It just took 5 months to build that magnificent building.
We want our school back. We want our school back. We want our school back.
Segregated schools served as a buffer against society bent on thwarting the aspirations and the educational attainment of Black children. Given that the Passtown School is the last of these structures standing in the Coatesville region, we have an opportunity at this moment to preserve the last segregation-era Black serving school. Historical edifices connect people with their past and with each other. The recounting of the comprehensive history of Coatesville is complicated and it's layered, and it can be uncomfortable. But discomfort is a good thing when it shatters a false narrative and advances genuine discourse.
Passtown School was not just somewhere to receive an education, it was pretty much the hub of the community. You wanted to find your kids, that's where they were.
Construction on the Passtown School building was completed and opened for Black students residing in Hayti in 1923. And yet the stone construction, front windows, pediment over the front door, and slate roof are still remarkably impressive. For many, this building is the heart of Hayti, a symbol of Black pride and resilience.
I was little, I guess about 4 or 5 years old, and I always wanted to go to school because we lived in that house right next to the school with the fence. Miss Warrington was my first teacher. And then next was Miss Spann. And then we went to the older classes. Mr. Koff was our teacher. And then Mr. Koff, his wife, she was substitute teacher for him when he had to go away. But it was really fun when she come to teach us.
Miss Spann taught me and all my children and a couple of my grands. One time they were gonna pick the May Queen. They picked my daughter Brenda and she was the May Queen.
For me to attend the school where my father taught, it was an experience. You had somebody who was like a helicopter, you know, one of those helicopter parents that kept their eyes on you.
I believe my father expected more from me because I was his son, and he didn't play no games with me. Everybody else was all right, but me, He took over, give that eye like that, yo, you know you in trouble.
Yes, he expected more from us because we were his children. We represented him. So we were supposed to know already, how you're supposed to behave. So you shouldn't be a problem.
He didn't teach me, so.
We respected our teachers because we felt loved, we felt respected, we felt cared about. Okay, I can't tell you where Mrs. Mason and Miss Spann lived, but Mr. Clark, the principal, lived in the community. We went to school with his children. So we felt a connection with the teachers that taught us because Mr. Clark was one of us.
I was in Passtown School from grade 1 to grade 7. And then after grade 7, they integrated the schools and I had to go to Rainbow, which was a disaster for me because I love Passtown because of the Black teachers, and I learned public speaking. I learned the Black history at Passtown.
My dad's roommate in college, it was Kwame Nkrumah, who became president of Ghana. Was it Ghana? Mm-hmm. And as a matter of fact, he came here one time and he wanted to take my dad back with him to be in his government. But my mom wasn't having that. Boy. She was not having that. She wasn't going to Africa. So that was the end of that.
The problem that I had when they integrated and we went to Rainbow School, I had to go to Rainbow School. That principal up there, white principal woman, she hated black boys. And and she destroyed them.
She announced that her brother was in the Korean War. He was a paratrooper, and that he was shot before he hit the ground, and he was dead by the time he hit the ground. And all the little white kids says, "Oh," and all the black kids said, "Yay!" And she was totally distraught. She said, "Why would you say that?" And Mary Freeman said, "Because you treat us like dogs." Her response was, "No, we don't. We treat you like you're supposed to be treated." Even when you informed them, they didn't get it.
I am a member of the Hayti Historical Society, and we would like to first of all thank the Valley Township Supervisors for hearing the Hayti Historical Society's proposal to reimagine, repurpose, and reuse the former Passtown Elementary School building as a community center and museum. We realize that there may be some in the audience who have never heard of the Hayti Historical Society. The Hayti Historical Society was organized in 2019 as a nonprofit, and prior to 2019, we were an organization of residents who wanted to provide a place, a safe place for our seniors to come and our young folks to come and simply connect. HHS has so far been successful in forestalling any plans to demolish the Passtown School building. We have submitted extensive research on the history of Passtown and submitted that research to the Pennsylvania Historical and Museum Commission. And this afternoon, we were so thrilled to learn that the Pennsylvania State Historic Preservation Board unanimously approved our application to list Passtown School on the building of the National Register of Historic Places.
Whoa! We did it, ladies. That's step one. That's step one.
That is incredible, and we are so grateful. And we feel as a historical society, if the state of Pennsylvania can recognize the value of Passtown School, why can't the Valley Township Supervisor Board do the same?
Passtown School has so much history, and if the Valley Township Supervisors, and this is not a commercial for me or them or whatever, but it would be so valuable. It would be so valuable. It's adjacent to a playground, and those kids would be in the midst of this history, and to have the opportunity to walk in and learn every day. We have people that come in to our communities that are new, and thank goodness for that. But you got to know the history of the people there. If you get in and take interest and learn about the people that you're now living amongst, that would help everything. And it's always a win-win situation. But you have to have the supervisors to buy into this. And with my experiences, I'm telling you, it is so, so important. And I think that we are at that stage now where we must preserve our history. And Hayti, Passtown School, it's right in the middle of this dynamic preservation of history. And they have an opportunity. And I just hope the Hayti Historical Society has the opportunity to reopen that building.